Hey, what's up, people? I just wanted to give an overview of one trade that we're in, and we are just about to get out of the rest of it. Also, I'm going to use this as a Benzinga trading summit. So, after 22 years of doing this, I'm going to be doing it live on a stage instead of from the comforts of my own home. But I want to just show you a trade that I hope we find something like this on the day of the event. This is Kohl's. I believe they reported earnings. The stock was gapped down. As you know, any stock that's gapped down, I'm looking for a reversion trade to the VWAP. As you'll notice what we're looking at right now, and I drew my own lines, the stock came out and tried to show some strength in the pre-market, immediately got hammered back down to about 54 and change. Then it formed a new range up there to 55.75. Then it couldn't hold the VWAP. Next thing you know, what's it doing right here? Forming its own range. Chopping around the VWAP. But what did it do? It kept coming back to the VWAP, giving me an indication that possibly this is showing me some strength. So was I a buyer here or here or here? No, I was waiting for it to get over the VWAP and break over a range. So right there, this area, call it 55.66, but really more importantly, when it got over that 945 range at 55.86, we were buying it. And then what did it do? It came back to test that bottom of the range, held it, and basically chopped around. Now remember, boring and choppy does not mean sell. Once we've committed to this trade, we're looking at VWAP as our out. As long as it doesn't break back below the VWAP, we're hanging on. Now you're wondering what this dotted orange line is. Well, I'll explain. That's the multi-day VWAP, giving us some extra data, possibly a target of what we'd be looking for this stock to do if it was to get through these ranges. So if we're buying the stock at 55.75, and next thing you know, it's trading up to 56.50. Already a beautiful trade. That's where we started taking profits at the half number. Then it got to the next whole number as we started taking profits there at 57. And our target is now 57.40, but we're not going to let it go back below 56.85, kind of the range where it came out of on this last move up. So we sold some here, we sold some here. We're looking to sell the rest at 57.40 or beyond, and that's what we do. Very specific around the VWAP, looking at stocks that are gapped down, looking for them to gain some strength because we're in a market that hardly ever goes down. As soon as the shorts feel uncomfortable, they start to cover, and it's usually around a VWAP and some ranges. So look at the Kohl's trade. We also did the same exact trade in Home Depot. Now, Home Depot was a little bit more boring, and it took a little bit longer for it to materialize, but look what it did. It got through this range right here, nailed the upper VWAP, and this is where we kind of had to have some patience. We bought it at 190.40, and it went all the way back to the bottom of the range, but it didn't break it. Tried to rally, couldn't do it. Next thing you know, it's rolling over and going back down, but it didn't break the bottom range. And then finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth time, it finally explodes. We make some money on this trade. We're long from 190.40. And we sold it at 190.150 because I love whole numbers and half numbers. And that one actually was an amazing sell because we got out basically near the highs of the day. Fast forward to the TJX, was now with my favorite trade of the day. TJX, again, look what we're looking at. We're looking at retail stocks because that's what's in play. We go and focus our attention on what's in play for the day. This was the easiest and best trade because this one immediately plummeted right out of the gate, formed a bottom, and this is what we like to call the ass crack breakout. Here's one butt cheek, here's the other butt cheek, and there's the top of the crack. So not only were you breaking the top of the crack, you were getting to the VWAP. You made a little home there at the VWAP, and now we added to the position using the VWAP as our out with the multi-day VWAP as our target. Next thing you know, we're through the multi-day VWAP, and we recapture the high print from this morning where we exited most of the stock here at 53, 55, 56, 57, and 58. 3 trades, all very specific, all in the same industry, all gaps that were reverted, all VWAP range breaks, and that is what we do. So join me at the Day Traders Summit, the Benzinga Traders Summit on June 20th in New York City, and I'm going to try to demonstrate all of this stuff live in front of a studio audience. It's going to be very exciting. I'm actually going to come out of my house, and if we could find 3 or 4 trades like this that morning live, it'll be exceptional. So not only will I be there, but there will be a plethora of amazing group of traders And it should be a fantastic event. And of course, there'll be cocktails at 5 o'clock, is really why I'm going. No, I do like to talk about VWAP and have a good time with it. So right now, 3 trades, 3 amazing results. And there were some other ones. I'll just show them to you just because I like them. JMIA, you know how much I love the stock now that Andrew Left says it's going to 0. I've been watching it. So here's your VWAP break. Here's your opening range break. We were buying it here at 22.17, using the VWAP as our out, 21.70. You know the stock is volatile. You got to be prepared to take that type of risk. Guess what? We didn't have to worry. Didn't go back to the VWAP. Breaks through the range. Next thing you know, you're ripping to 23, 24, and we were out in this move right here. I'm not going to say I held it past that one because, again, monster move, selling it on the offer. Why not get the hell out? We are still in the TJX and a little bit of Kohl's right now, but I want to just show you one more trade. This is VERI, which, again, a little bit choppy, but again, held the multi-day, got over the 1 minute, and there's your opening range break at $8.15. The stock got to $8.50, people. An $8 stock going from $8.15 to $8.50. You know what that is? That's a day's pay. And there was one more. It's another stock that was gapped down because you know I love gap downs. And if you're ever shorting stocks that are gapped down, you generally don't know what you're doing. Sorry to insult you, but don't short stocks that are gapped down, especially in a bull market. So here you got MNK. I have no idea what the stock is. Chopped around in the opening range. Guess what? Over the 1 minute, over the opening range, using the VWAP as their out. We're buying the stock here at, we bought the stock in the first range break, which was $9.44. Immediately gets to $9.81. 40-cent move on a $9 stock. Good enough for me to take some profit, making a day's pay. Sure, I wish I would have bought it at VWAP at $9, but I was a little bit late on this one. Still managed to get 40 cents out of a $9 stock. So right now, still in the Kohl's, still in the TJX, and these are the only trades that I do. Don't care about what the market's doing. Don't care about tariffs. Don't care about tweets. And I certainly don't care where the market's going to be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year down the road. Live for the day, profit, and leave. See ya.